Hello and welcome to NAFTA Reviews. I'm your host, Buddy1927. Today we are talking about the Tier 8 German TD Turnitin line. This is the new line that came out in patch 8.9. This is the Rhm Borsig Waffenträger. I guess that's the way you pronounce it. That's as close as I'm going to get to it, and that's it. We're going to actually start talking about the disadvantage of this tank. This front hull here and right here between the gun is 20 millimeters of armor. Okay, the side here and here is 10 millimeters of armor. The rear, this section of the hull has 8 millimeters, and guess what? None in the rear turret. Okay, the engine on this thing is mounted up front on the passenger side of the front. Driver sits right here. So if you can take out the engine right here, you can take a shot right here or on the side to take out this engine. Commander sits right here, the gunner sits right here, and you have a radio operator, which is in one of these hatches here. The rest of these hatches are actually the ammo rack. So this tank is definitely not a brawler. This is a sniper tank. If you are up against this tank, remember it's only 20 millimeters of armor here. You can actually penetrate this pretty good. The only disadvantage about it, which might actually give it a little bit more boost in armor strength, is that, let's see, yeah, it's a little bit better. Let's see the other side here. Yeah, it's that slope right here, and you can see how the turret is sloped up. So you might get lucky and have some ricochet shots on it. But this is where you want to hit it, either on the side. Remember, you only got 10 millimeters of armor here and only 10 here. If you can get up behind it, or if he turns his turret around and he's shooting at one of your buddies and you're actually behind him, this is the sweet spot right here. If you can get that gun, you take this gun, you actually can take this out in one shot. There's no armor here. You take out the gun, you take out the tank. You only got 8 millimeters of armor. Of course, it's sloped a little bit more than the front, which will help your armor a little bit on ricochets and stuff like that. But remember, it's only 8 millimeters of armor. My Ford Explorer has more armor than this thing does. So you gotta remember that. You have no armor in this thing. If you're playing this tank, this is definitely a sniper tank. You want to make sure you use the terrain, and if you can get in a terrain that actually covers this section of the tank, like pull up where all you have is your gun exposed. That's what you want to do with this tank. This tank, like I said, is a sniper, so you definitely want to make sure you have painted camo on this thing. Your first skill is, as you can see on this one, is actually camouflage on all my crews. I carry a camouflage net, I carry binocs on this thing, and a gun rammer. The reason why I carry a camouflage net on this thing is this is a sniper. I want to make this as invisible as possible to the enemy. I'm going to try to find cover that will actually help me block some shots with the terrain, cover that, bushes and stuff like that. Make sure when you're in front of a bush, don't have your gun here with the bush. Make sure it's about here, so that way when you fire, the bush doesn't become invisible. So you want to stay as invisible as possible with this tank. We're going to go over some specs on this tank. Hit the research. Okay, the average speed on this thing is 35 kilometers per hour. Transverse speed is 38. Average damage per minute is 2,250 damage per minute. The accuracy on this thing is 0.4. Average with standard shell penetration is 161 to 269. Now, it does come with the Tier 10 gun at first, which is a 12.8 centimeter gun. Rated fire is 5.5. Average penetration on this thing is 246, 311, and 65. Average damage is 490, 490, and 630. Accuracy on the first gun isn't that bad. It's 0.35. The aiming on this thing is 2.3, and roughly weighs 7,795 pounds. It does come with a Tier 6 radio, Tier 4 engine, and a Tier 7 track. When you actually max this thing out, you end up with a Tier 8 tracks, Tier 5 engine that has 207 horsepower. End up with a Tier 8 radio and this Tier 10 gun. Now, you're going to see a big difference in this gun. The average rated fire now is almost in half. It's three rounds per minute. But the average penetration is 215, 334, and 85. The average damage on this thing now is 750, 750, and 950. The actually decreases in this to 0.4. The aiming time also decreases a little bit to 2.7, but the weight on this thing is about 2,000 tons lighter at 625 pounds. Kilograms. Sorry, I forgot this is. We talking kilograms and kilometers, not miles per hour and pounds. One thing about this tank, I'm gonna give you some good things about this tank. When you start off with it, with the first gun, the tank isn't that bad. It's nothing really to write home to mom about. You do okay with it, but when you get that Tier 10 gun, like I got on this thing, you'll see a major improvement on this tank. I've actually had shots where I did 1,100 damage with one shell. It's overall it's a pretty good tank. You just gotta remember it's a sniper. You definitely don't want brawl in this thing. I think Crush and his ladder L tractor, can actually take this tank out. I'm not gonna have him try it with me, but I think he can. But overall, this isn't a bad tank. You just gotta remember, you gotta protect this tank. You gotta hide in cover. You got no armor on this thing, so you gotta protect you but as much as possible. I do have a clip of this in action. This clip is actually provided by CW in our clan. He actually did an excellent job on this thing, and I hope you watch the whole clip and see how much damage he actually did in this tank. Okay, we are riding along with CW in the Tier 8 RHM. We're on the Tundra map, and we're loading up as we speak. We can see CW, he's combing his hair, getting ready for a big date with the enemy today. As you can see, he does have his camouflage on his tank and it is painted. He does carry camouflage net and binocs, as I do too. He's actually ranked 4th overall on his side, sorry. And we're going to actually get him into position on this map. If you're playing TD and you're on the south side of the Tundra, he actually gets to a good spot where you actually need to be if you're a TD. So take a look where he sets up. Okay. Always look both ways when crossing the railroad track. Make sure there's no trains coming. You got an enemy spotted. We're close to the back wall here. I think that's the line right there. And as you see, he is sitting up on the highest ridge on this map. And where he sets up, he has an excellent view. And it's also harder for them to spot him up on that ridge unless you have a good tank with a good radio and good binocs and all that, and they just happen to see you. As you can see, he has good view of the south side. And he's trying to figure out what tank to hit. He has so many. Oh, missed with that shot. Ooh, good hit. 458 on that light. Now that's a sneaky shot, 515. That's a good shot right there, right between the rocks. Guy wasn't even expecting that. Let's see if he's stupid enough to do that again. Yep, he's stupid enough to do that again. Another 413 down. Okay, there it is. 516. See the damage on this gun? This is the top gun he is running. You can see the damage he's actually doing this far away. You can see that that target's roughly about 350 meters away. Here's one 402 or 400 meters away, and he gets it. Oh, look at the damage, 777. Lucky numbers. He hit the jackpot with that one. He has one kill now. And these guys don't know what to do. They're taking out all the tanks down there, but they can't advance because CW says keep them at bay. Takes out another one. I mean, they're just sitting ducks there. Oh, just missed it. Yeah, he actually got the kill on that. That's good. This guy was like, where the hell did that come from? This guy right here is the same thing. He's gonna get shot and watch. Oh, he's like, where the heck did that come from? Yeah, finish him off. Take him out, put him out of my misery. Yeah, you go, CW. Good shot. Now you got this little heavy climbing the hill. He's gonna be the superhero and snipe everybody from up top. Or is he? Nope, he's not. He's gone. He's out of there. We're gonna try to sneak up the valley. Hey, that's it. Boom. Takes out one. Now the bad thing about this thing is the angle of this gun. It doesn't have much of a downward angle. And trying to get it, sometimes you kind of screw up. Oops, you fall off his perch. Luckily, the target hit the terrain, not him. Okay, he better hurry up and take that shot. Oh, he got tracked, but he did hit him. He knocked him halfway out. Gets set back up. And as you can see, he's already done 6,700 damage so far total. Watch this. Bye bye. You see, he did get spotted. That's what that little blue place is. He ended up with 7 kills on this match, and as you can see, the damage that he did with this, and also kept the enemy at bay from 400 meters away. I mean, this is an excellent tank if used properly as a sniper, and that's exactly what he did. He sniped with this thing. He took a little damage. Luckily, the guy only hit him in the tracks and did not hit him anywhere else. Good game overall, CW. Excellent game. If you like this episode, please hit like on our YouTube channel. If you have any comments, please leave them on our YouTube channel, or you can leave them on our NAFTA forum. Remember to come back and watch our other reviews we do on this tank. We also have another video series called OTC. Check that out. You can find it on our YouTube page. And you all have a good day.